Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. One of the most important things we need to take good care of is our tooth, which is called al-asnan in Arabic language. 99.9% of things we ingest pass through our mouth. The human teeth consist mostly of hard inorganic minerals like calcium. They also contain nerves, blood vessels, and specialized cells. And one of the things that a lot of people do think is that the teeth is the hardest bone in the human body. Rather, teeth is not a bone. It's not a bone. It only the similarities between the teeth and the bone, just the color. It is white in color, same as bone, and it stores calcium. The human teeth is made up of 4 different tissues, which are the pulp, the dentin, the enamel, and the cementum. So the tooth enamel is the hardest substance. Mark me, is the hardest substance in the human body, not the hardest bone, because the teeth is not a bone. It is the hardest substance in the human body. It is made up of 96% nutrients, minerals, which is the highest, which is the only part of the body or substance that has the highest percentage of nutrients or minerals that it is made up of. Today's lecture, bi'Iznillah, will be on Siwak. The word Siwak is the Arabic word of arak tree. It is a tree grown in the western part of the world. It can be also referred to as miswak. So if you call it either kulluhum asiyan, they are all the same thing. So miswak or siwak is what we are going to talk about today, inshallah. Miswak is a natural toothbrush. It's the natural toothbrush that has been provided to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Can you see the generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? He did not leave anything that we as human would need in the future. Everything has been provided to us, but yet people are not so thankful to Allah. So make sure you exercise your gratitude towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the favor He has done to you, because in the Quran He says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. If you are to count all the favors Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has done to you, you cannot count them all, because they are enormous. Because in also some other places in the Quran, He said, if the whole trees in the world were to be al-qalam, were to be a pen, and the whole seas or water bodies in the world plus 7 more water bodies were to be ink, and we are to write the names of Allah with it, we can never exhaust the name of Allah. This is to show you the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the siwak I have mentioned comes from the arak tree, which only grow 3 meters. The arak tree just grow 3 meters in the western part of the world. Arak tree is a tree that grows in hot climate areas such as Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and other equatorial countries. Whenever the siwak twigs are not available, twigs from olive tree, even palm leaf stalk, the stalk of the palm leaf can be used, inshallah. There are several ahadith that mentioned the virtues and importance of using siwak. However, the medical benefits are gotten from one of the hadith where Aisha radhiyallahu anha reported that the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, said, the siwak is purifying for the mouth and pleasing to the Rabb. And this hadith has been graded sahih by Sheikh Nasiruddin Albani. The benefit of siwak has been confirmed in one of the journals of oral medicine and dentistry, where Dr. James Turner of the Faculty of Medicine in American University, Tanis, said the miswak of arak tree contains substances which purify and kills microbes. Many studies have been carried out on the siwak, attesting to what the Prophet ﷺ said about miswak. However, for the sake of brevity, I will only mention some of the established benefits of siwak. 1. Due to its known antibacterial quantities, it is very good in killing bacteria in the mouth. Bacteria build-up. If you are, everything, as I've said earlier on, 99% of things we ingest must pass through our mouth. Only maybe, I don't know if there are things that we ingest that do not pass through our mouth. But as we eat, definitely there are bacteria which are in our mouth that help the food in digestion. So as we eat without taking care, as in taking personal hygiene, having good personal hygiene, we'll have those bacteria multiplying in nominal within a large number. They multiply they multiply in large numbers, and the more they multiply, that's what causes the bad odor in the mouth. So it's miswak. Miswak has antibacterial quantities which are very good in killing these bacteria in the mouth. It also helps to remove bad breath and odor from the mouth, as I've said, as it kills the bacteria. Definitely, since there are no more build-up bacteria in the mouth, there won't be that awful odor coming from the mouth. It also helps to fight gum diseases, and it stops bleeding and purifies the gum, and it fights plague effectively. The Islamic scholars have advised the Muslim Ummah that if you are trying to use siwak, you should start using it from your right hand side, from your right side of the mouth to the left side of the mouth. Here are some recommended times that one can use siwak, as the Prophet ﷺ did. 1. Before every salah. Based on the narration of Aisha radiallahu anha, who's reported that the Prophet, may peace and blessings be upon him, said that, were it not for the fact that I don't want to make it hard for my ummah, I would have commanded them to use siwak at every time of salah, before every salah. So because the Prophet ﷺ loves you and I more than we do to ourselves, he don't want things to be as burden to us. So that was why he never commanded us to use siwak every salah. But it is highly recommended that you should use siwak before every salah. 2. When entering the house, as reported from Aisha radiallahu anha, when he sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, reported that when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam entered upon the house, the first thing he would do was to use siwak. Once the Prophet went to his majlis, once he comes back home, the first thing he would do before he do anything, after he say his dua, he came into the house, the first thing will be he will use the siwak according to his wife, may Allah be pleased with her. 3. When getting up from sleep, that means when you get up from sleep first thing in the morning, what you should do, because when you sleep, your body completely, according to science, it is being rejuvenated then. So when one sleep and everything, all the activities in the body are at rest then, because your body needs rest. The day is for you to work and the night is for you to rest, bi'iznillah. So when you sleep, the mouth, if you notice, the first thing when you wake up in the morning, you notice that the odor of the mouth is not as pleasant as it should be. So the first thing you are recommended to do is to do siwak Yani you should use the siwak as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam do when he was still alive, as narrated by Hudayfa bin Ibn al-Yaman, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam got up during the night, he would clean his mouth thoroughly with siwak. That is, this hadith is also can be found in Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, Bismillah ta'ala. And the last one is that when you just have the feeling that the taste of your mouth has changed completely, yani you were sitting down, maybe you ate something that changed the taste of your mouth, you feel maybe sourness or bitterness or some offensive tastes that you can't even bear with. So you are also advised to use siwak, as siwak is a very good cleansing agent for the teeth. With these few words of mine, I hope you have benefited one or two things from this short video, and I hope we will try our best to put our knowledge into action. Because if you have knowledge without trying to put it into action, it's better than you should not. It's better for you not to have the knowledge, a very little knowledge, than having a lot of knowledge but yet you are not putting it into action. So please try your best to put every single knowledge you have into action. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our du'as. Ma'as salam. Ila al-liqa.